For this study, we're looking at The Kids Aren't Alright by Offspring. It's got some really cool new power chord shapes. So instead of playing the normal fifth shape like this, we're looking at fourths, we're looking at major thirds, minor thirds, and a whole lot of other pretty cool things happening, including a flattened fifth, which sounds really pretty terrible by itself, but it works quite nice when you resolve it. Okay. First of all, please make sure you have a copy of the PDF that I'll send through with you with a link to this video. If you need a copy of the PDF, just inbox me. I'll happily send it to you. And let's get going straight off with the chord shapes. Our first chord, a B flat minor third power chord, unusual power chord, but that sounds really cool. You got finger 1 and 3 in fret 6 and 8 respectively, and it should sound like this. And you're going to have this type of rhythm, and then you're going to slide your first finger down to the 5th fret to get what's actually a B flat second power chord. Very, very unusual chord. It's going to look like this. You may also use your pinky if you need to get the stretch in to get that sound. So I don't really mind if you do this or if you use that finger. You've got a choice there. But the rhythm is the key for this study as well. So we're going to focus just quickly on the strumming side of everything. For this on the PDF, you'll notice that there's a lot of 8s which become 4s in the 3rd bar, which become 6s in the 5th bar, etc., etc. For all the single notes, I want to palm mute the 4th string, like that. And when you play the power chord itself, I want you to lift up the back end of the palm. You can see my palm sort of lifting there, so it's slow motion. You can see my palm lifting one more time. Okay, so that's very, very important on the technique side, because if you go, it gets really, really noisy. So your palm muting is quite crucial. And the clue over here is to basically, or the key rather maybe, is to keep your palm resting on the saddles, on the bridge, just slightly muffling the single notes. When you play the chord, you can see I'm lifting it up. Maybe a different angle might actually help. You can see the lift over here. You can see that movement. You see the little hop there? We want to get that going. Okay. Back to the chord shapes themselves. Now what I really like about this song over here is the offbeat timing and basically just the whole song itself, but the timing is crucial for this one. So you're going to have 1 and 2 and 3. And then you're going to have 2 more muted notes. And then your first finger has to go from fret number 6 down to fret number 5. So slow motion, you're going to have something like this. You got that? Can't really see too well, I guess, from that angle, but you can see the first finger sliding back there. I'm trying to get my middle finger out the way. Now, the key over here is, if you look at the second bar, it's still on the 5/8, as you can see in the tab, and you're going to have 4 strums in a row, both notes together. And that last note you're going to slide. Now, to appreciate the slide, I'm going to show you my strumming hand. And I want you to observe that the 5th note is a result of the slide, not my strumming hand. Watch slowly here. You can hear that slide. You can see the finger sliding across there. Okay. And that's a key sort of signature, if you want to call it that, to the entire song. If you look at the 6s and the 4s, everything on the 3rd string, you'll notice that 6... You'll notice that riff underlying, or those notes underlying all the power chords the whole way through. Now I'm going to take you through the first 2 bars. You've got your fingers in fret 6 and 4, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and at the end of it there, you'll see there's a 0. That 0 gives us time to change to the next chord, which I'm going to focus in right now. Our next power chord is a more conventional power chord. It's a normal F sharp 5 played with a D string as the root note. And you can see it's a normal power chord like that. You can use the pinky, but this is one of the times where I encourage the 3rd finger. You can see the fingers are numbered, because you're going to go. And then you can see that 5/6 slide. The that I spoke with just a few minutes ago. So you want to get your power chord in there. You can hear the muting. And there's the full chord. There's the move back. Slide. And then you're going to go and open again. So pay attention to the open string at the end of bars 2, 4, 6 and 8. That sort of helps us transition from the one chord to the next shape. So here you go, bar 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and we got that. If you join them together, you're going to have something like this. This is bars 1 through to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next line, bar number 5. There's two ways to approach it. You can put your first finger flat across both and you get something like this. Or if you want to, you can sit and do something like the fingers 1 and 2. Because that might allow you to get your first finger moving back to the 5 like that. I actually like doing this because it's not really a big jump to go from the flat finger to fingers 1 and 2, but I'm quite happy with different sort of voicings, if you want to call it like that, for the double 6 over there. And the double 6 is actually going to be a G sharp 4 power chord. Just for the names of it, I want us to add names to the chords, not just learn shapes and learn numbers. You need to know the names. Okay, so here we go, bar 5 and 6. And again, that will open at the end. And the last one over there is going to start with a hammer on. This is bar number 6. And you can see I strum. And then finger number 3 comes down to give us that hammer on. Once you got the hammer on, watch for the quick sort of pause, but it's not a silent pause, it's just a rhythmic pause, it's not a rest. And there again you can see that little slide going from fret 5 to 6. So this is a very constant sort of technique. And of course the open 0. So different angle the whole way through. Slowly first of all. 1, 2, 3, 4 and so watch it for those open zeros. Watch the slides. I'm hoping you recognize that throughout the whole piece. And of course it needs to be fast, so don't hold back on the speed. Get it nice and fast. It's a really cool song to do. Now I just want to walk through the last basically 4 power chords for the verse, because once you've done this introduction, which is my favorite part of the song, I just like the different shapes. And again, just to reiterate what I'm saying, you've got a normal power chord like this. That's your basic 5th shape. There's a flattened 5th shape. There's a 4th shape. There's a major 3rd shape, a minor 3rd shape, and then a 2nd shape, which they use for the at the end as well. If you want a list of all the different types of power chords, please don't hesitate to drop me a WhatsApp. I'll happily send you the PDF with the different types of power chords as well. I'll be happy to help with that. And this will go quite well. Now, just to zoom in, I'm going to look at, like I said, the last 4 power chords. We're starting with a B flat 5 power chord. Number 5 means power chord, and as we just found out, there's different types of power chords. But we're looking at the verse 1 now on the PDF. It's B flat 5. You got finger 1 on the 1st fret of the 5th string, and you can use your pinky or your ring finger, or even your ring finger and your pinky. You've got 3 different ways to play the chord. This is your first version, you can choose. Second version, notice my finger goes flat, or we can have a flat 4th finger. You got choice there. Your chords should sound like this. Okay, nice and easy. And we're going to go there from that B flat 5 to an F sharp, which is simply 1 string up, the root note being on the 6th string. Fret number 2, this is your F sharp. Then you're going to go down to C sharp, down a string, all the way to fret number 4. And we're going to finish off with a G sharp 5, which is simply above it. Now, part of the purpose of this particular study isn't only because I really like the song, but is that I need you to get to know the names of the power chords. See, if you're learning a new song and they say to you, play me An F sharp, I know where it is. If they say let me give me a D, I know where it is. Get to know the names and positions of your power chords. Very, very important lesson. Now on the rhythm side of the song, there's several different basic rhythms to it, but the most prominent one that you can use for your verse is going to feature an accent on the second and fourth beat. So if you got your B flat, there's fret 1 and fret 3, you can see that. We just showed you a few minutes ago, and it's going to go. And all we're doing this slow motion is 1 and on the 2, you can hear and see that I'm lifting my palm, and that lets my chord become slightly louder. So this is basically 2 bars. If I'm counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, then I change to F sharp, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And if I put everything together and I sort of zoom out a bit, you're going to have something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can hear the rhythm changed a bit on the very last bar. All that's happening over there is I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm changing the focus of my accents on the last bar. So one more time with the G sharp, fret number 4, you can see the frets nice and clear. I'm going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and obviously palm damping on everything, so it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that works really, really well at the end of the sort of loop sequence, whatever you want to call it, repetition of chord structure. Okay, so one more time through, let's give it a go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just a really fast song, but I hope you enjoy it. If there's any questions, please don't hesitate to give me a call. Yes, there is a sort of melodic solo which goes. That is in the PDF, you can have a look at it. It shouldn't be an issue to work out, so I'm not going to cover that in this video. Have an awesome week. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Take care.